There, I end up getting an extra thought. I'm at 11.
And shout out to Reverb Nation.
Like, what position was dude in for her to be able to be like that? I can't figure the story of him running and got it cut off.
Till you have great energy and great vibes, because when I came over to your life for the first time, you didn't really know who I was, but I felt so welcome. And I can't remember the, I think his name was Wolfgang. I think that's what
Yeah.
your moderator. He wasn't for sure, because it was like I came over there and TSM came over there, and he was like, "What's going on?" And I love the way how you eloquently explained to him what was going on, and you made me feel like I had been a lifelong subscriber. And that was the first time I was over on your channel. I said, "You better come through, sis." So, is that something that, is it just for YouTube, or is this for real life? Because sometimes people have two faces.
Girl, no. It's real life. It is real life. Like, and that's why, me wanting to be a yoga instructor, I want to give good vibes. And I want people to come to me, and after they leave the session, like, ooh, I feel like she came with the vibes and I feel good. Like, yeah, it's real life. It's no fake. It's no lights, camera, action.
I feel you. So that's the one thing I love. You work on not only the outside beauty, but also the inside beauty. What advice would you give? Because I've had a young lady come on the platform before, and she always says that she's ugly. And
Um,
it's like, no, ma'am. Like,
right.
no, ma'am. What advice would you give to someone, whether they're male or female, and they're struggling with their insides doesn't match their outside? What advice would you give
Right.
for them?
Well, first, it's hard not to say like don't think like that. Don't say like, say that, but just look in the mirror and tell yourself like, you're great, you're beautiful. Even if you don't feel like it, you have to just keep telling yourself. Cause I have days where I'm like, oh, I'm ugly, like the period time of the month, like, oh, I look ugly, I don't want to do nothing. But then I just have to, like, I need to stop doing that to myself. Just get a mirror and just look at yourself and notice all your, we know we are our own worst critic, right? So when you look at yourself, you know all the flaws that people don't see, and just come into terms of loving who you are, and just speak life into yourself. And eventually the things that you feel ugly about yourself, I love that about me. That makes me different, you know? Just reassuring yourself and being true to yourself, speaking life in yourself. And it comes by looking in the mirror back at yourself. Like, we one on one, it's just us at the end of the day. If you think you ugly, that's what's gonna pour out to you and other people. You just gotta, I mean, it may be easier said than done if you got like trauma and heard that from different people, but it's just a work in progress.
You had mentioned earlier that this is the highest weight you have ever been. And I can honestly say, girl, you look good. You look good, girl. You look good.
Thank you.
And so, what advice would you give to someone who's not only struggling with their weight, but also struggling with their inner beauty versus their outer beauty? Because you know how sometimes women, we could be like, oh, we look good, but our insides are not good. What advice would you give to somebody if they came to you and said, hey, Kai, can you help me with this? What advice would you start them off with?
Um, like a journal, right? And list all the things that you want to see a change in. right? So mine would be weight because I've gained maybe 20 pounds. So, we got Chat GPT, so we can ask like, what can I do as far as losing weight, like the types of juicing, the types of beginner friendly workouts, even if it's only for 7 minutes, you did it. Even with outer beauty, I have a video on my page. I bought this facial set and it's like $10, right? And it's really good. Like I don't have no promotion or nothing, but it really helps your skin. Like they have a hydration thing. And once you start doing different things with yourself as far as diet, exercise, and trying like different products for your skin, you gonna see a difference and you gonna feel good about yourself. And when somebody like, oh, you must have changed something up, in your mind, like, yeah, I did, and that feels good, compliments from other people, and you would start seeing it yourself. So just writing things down, it's that simple. Writing things down and small goals to obtain it.
You said that you like juicing.
Mm-hmm.
For a person who's never juiced before, what would you start them as to start off with? Would it
Okay.
be
So cucumber juice, that is a stomach fat burner, and it's nasty. But I juiced that for 5 days, and I could see the inches from my stomach. Maybe I should do that. I haven't done that in a while, but yeah, cucumber juice, which is very disgusting. Um, but my favorite juice is apple, kiwi, and apple, kiwi. Yeah, apple, kiwi, and cucumber. That is a good juice. And if you juice for 5 days, ladies, men, and gentlemen, you're going to see a difference for sure. And I used to pay for juicing from a trainer, paying $30 here. Uh, do it yourself. It's cheaper, and you're going to see a difference for sure.
Can you give us the recipe for cucumber juice, or will we find it on your channel?
I need to make a video about that, but no, it's just cucumber. Just cut up the cucumber and put it in the juicer. But if you wanted to taste better, you can add the apple and the kiwi. Yeah, cucumber juice just flat. That's it.
Where
It's
do
so
you
gross.
so you would start off with vegetables versus the fruits because fruits tend to be sweeter?
A mixture. Cause it was this one juice I had. It's beets and apple and lemon and a little bit of ginger. Now, if you put a lot of ginger, you're gonna really taste it, and it's spicy. But just a mixture of fruit and vegetables. Yep. And that's a good. I'm gonna make a video because I haven't. So thanks for that, Fanny.
You're welcome,
Yeah.
boo. So with the juicing, you said for 5 days, is that just juicing strictly, or do we add like any other things with it, or are we just juicing straight for all 3 meals for 5 days?
Oh no. You gotta eat. Yeah. Eat. So I'm a vegetarian. I don't know if you know that, but so that was with me like eating salads and veggies over rice and falafels. That's chickpeas. But people who do eat meat just to bake chicken, rice, and veggies and just juice. Just keep all the rest of like, cause it's a natural sugar, you know, versus regular juice out the store with the added sugars. So yeah.
I'm definitely gonna try that. I'm definitely gonna try
And
that.
tell me how you feel.
I'm pretty sure I will feel great because I noticed that when you do your exercises now, now it's like, okay, sis. like, because I be looking at the comments sometimes, and I'm gonna ask you about the comments too on how you deal with that, because you know so many men, they get outrageous. They they do too much. They do too much, and I'm just like, she's stretching, like, girl.
Yeah.
Like, how you gonna help Fanny get like that? How you gonna help your girl Fanny get like that? I just
We
want to
gonna
know.
we can start with small stretches and that's it. And because I don't know if you watch, but my mom is 59 and she was working out with me, and I was even trying to stretch her out, but she's like, my back, my legs, she went for it.
I end up getting an extra thought. I'm at 11.
And shout out to Reverb Nation. Like, what position was dude in for her to be able to even? I can't figure the story of him running and got it cut off. What?